saying that. I mean, you gave me such a beautiful answer, and it makes sense why you can juggle school with everything that you do, Kavish. And you're the number one in South Africa. What does it take to be the number one fencer? Also, how do you get into fencing? I can tell you now that Mike and I went into schools where they weren't even offering fencing. There was no such thing as fencing. How do you get into fencing?
So I didn't get into fencing via school. It was, I think I was around 9 years old. And I was like your stereotypical son.
Yeah.
I just really wanted a sword. And I went up to my mother, I showed her the sword that I really wanted. And she was like, you need to know how to use it first. And I said, okay, how do I do that? How do I do that? And well, it went from there.
Look at us, looking at you. But yeah, money good. Shoot. Which one are you there?
The one on the left. With the South African flag on the pants.
Okay. Let's see it again. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Yeah. Boom, boom. Ooh. What's that move called?
Is it sharp, that thing? Is it?
So it's not sharp because it has a button at the end.
Oh.
Okay, so talk to me through what's happening here.
So this is one of our regional competitions. Was, I think, a few years back. I don't think I had nearly as much experience as I do now. But this was, I think, our semi-finals round, and I was fencing one of my friends here on the right.
And as much as it's not sharp, the reason you wear all the protective gear is because it can still hurt you.
So it can hurt you. There's not always just from the blade. So the actual white gear, it's made of Kevlar. And
it's made of...
Kevlar.
Kevlar. Kemangu.
So, you know... If you look at the police, they wear bulletproof gear.
Yeah.
Their bulletproof gear is made of Kevlar. So our actual, the white jacket, the white pants, that has to fit a certain code, and it has to be 800 newtons. It has to be that thick in order for it to qualify you to play.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 2032. That's like a big thing. That's probably what you've got written on your wall. That's like a goal for you. Why?
So, fencing is obviously a niche sport, and it's a sport that I end up growing to love. And I've also shown, and not just for myself, but to others, that I'm good at the sport, and I'm dedicated, extremely, extremely dedicated. And the Olympics is just something that I've always wanted to do.
Oh, I love form. Like, you know, you have to have such great form, such grace. Look at that.
Lots of grace, lots of muscle endurance.
It is. I mean, you must be good at what is it called? Not yoga, the other one?
Pilates.
Pilates, because, I mean, you need those sort of muscles.
Funnily enough, I've never done Pilates.
You should try it.
This is something that I wanted to try, and I've been recommended by one of the coaches.
I think so. 2032, you want to be at the Olympics?
Aiming for it, yes. I will be at that Olympics.
2032 Olympics,
I will be there.
Have they announced where they are? No,
I'm not too sure. I know that the 2028 is in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah.
I'm not sure about 2032.
But that's where you want to see yourself.
That's where I will be, yes.
I love that. You see that, Mike?
Yeah.
He doesn't say, that's what I wish, that's what I hope. He says, that's where I will be.
Yes, and the mother was just saying outside, in 32 it will be in Brisbane.
Oh, in Brisbane.
Relative there, they could go there. You know, that's what sports does. You know, like it links even families, even though you play, but there are other people who come and support you and make it important.
Yeah. Secured bronze medal at the Africa Championships under 17 EPE. He's been to China, Wuxi, Angola, New Zealand. You've traveled the world because of this. What's been your favorite?
I think it has to be China. China was one of my favorites because it was my first trip without my mother. So it was it was a level of freedom. It was a level of freedom.
Yeah.
But the main thing was that Wuxi was the country Wuxi was the city we stayed in. And we were very lucky that the actual venue that we were competing in was across from our hotel.
Yeah.
So every morning it was just across from the street. You just take a walk to the venue.
Nice.
And it was such a tranquil and peaceful walk because there was no cars on the road. There was no loud noises.
Nice.
It was so nice. The country as well is just amazing.
So you can tell that's a memory that's embedded in him, and he's saying, that's the life I want to lead. That's the life I'm going to live. There's something you can take from that. Let's take a break. When we come back on the other side, there's a young man who's here. He's the best in Africa, and he needs your help.